Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. How are we, guys? Hope you're going well out there. It's a bit of an indifferent weekend, I feel. I don't know. I haven't checked the overall score or the ranking yet, so I get the feeling probably dropped, but optimistic that maybe we've plateaued, but we'll see. Yeah, just butchered the captaincy. Put it on Isaac Heaney, so that hurts. And then I feel like it was a poor week, but then again, maybe it's a poor week for a lot of people because I feel like quite a few were down, like Merritt. A lot would have brought in Simpkin and Jeremy Cameron, and like there are a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they went a bit poorer than usual. Certainly, someone like Warner as well was another one, and but yeah, it's this stage of the year in SuperCoach where I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit of a grumpy bastard at the moment, but I feel like sides are just so similar at the moment. Like, I don't know about you, but it takes a little bit of the enjoyment away. Like, you just feel like, oh, yep, so-and-so went well, but, pretty much everyone's got him. You might get the occasional point of difference where someone doesn't have Sheasel or this or that. But I don't know, it just takes a little bit away from it. I love having a player that you feel a bit of ownership over because you and not many others have him, Yeah, anyway, that's a separate rant. I've been on this rant before, but, with so many trades, never before have we had so many opportunities to just trade in those flavour of the month players that everyone's looking to get in, and the percentages just go up and up and up, and then we've got this, just real core group of players that basically everyone has, with the variations of a handful, give or take. And you can go a pod, but if it goes good, great. But if it doesn't, you're absolutely ruined. So, yeah, it's a hard one. But also, I'll go live on Monday. So I'm off to the Sunshine Coast this week. So that'll be a bit of fun. Heading off on Wednesday, getting back Sunday. So there won't be a preview video on YouTube. I'll still try and do one on TikTok. But, yeah, looking forward to the sunny coast because it's getting pretty fresh down here in Geelong. So looking forward to heading away with the boys, and basically got a dinner Tuesday night as well. So it's only leaving me with one night. So we'll go live probably around that 7:45 mark on YouTube, about 7 o'clock on TikTok Monday night. I'll have to get the quiz going pretty quick tomorrow, but Shorty's on holiday, so that'll be cool. And look, shout out to the fella that said good day to me at the footy too. Went to the MCG against the Bombers, and it was a cold one. I'm glad they won because the Saturday night game in the rain, you want to win, because if you don't, you get back to Geelong about 1 a.m. And if you've had a shit one in the cold and a loss, you're not too happy. But no, I was pleased. They showed a bit of grit, had a nice victory. So that was cool. But yeah, I always appreciate when you guys say g'day. So thanks very much, mate. But let's take a look at this side. The Sunny Coast has come up super quick, like so busy with work. And then I'm like, oh, geez, here we go. Well, I was thinking midweek. I'm like, gee, this time next week I'll be in the Sunshine Coast drinking cocktails. Okay, 2,311. We went up 95 spots. I'll absolutely take that. The plateau was where we went. I was a bit concerned at how we may go, but I will take that. So let's have a bit of a look. How are we going for time? Oh, we're going fine. Dacos, I didn't really track his scores throughout the game, but gee, had some serious moments. Houston 59. What the fuck? I watched a bit of that game, and I thought he actually was racking up a bit of the footy. What the hell? That's frustrating. A few would have brought him in after that big score. That's bizarre. He only had 14, really. I mean, I was kind of just surfing through it on KO, but there you go. Sheasel was pretty solid. Ryan was back to some better form. Sean Maker, 55, you take that. Wasn't quite his 83 from the week before, but we need McKercher back in. Stewart, 97. I don't know. Sometimes you just feel like the SuperCoach gods don't give players love, and I thought that was a 115 plus if ever I saw it. I was at the game, so I wasn't following the stats throughout, but gee, I thought that was a very good game of footy. I thought he was arguably best on ground, but anyway. I think the general rule is if Bontempelli's injured or sick throughout the week, just put the C on him, because this prick just teases us every time. I was half tempted, but I thought with Will Phillips, even Butters I thought about, but I was like, no, Windhagel will tag the shit out of him, and he did, but he still played well. Walsh was back to some good form. Dawson was better. Green had a heap of the footy. Nick Martin, again, I felt like he was a bit ripped off there. I didn't realise he only scored that. Be able to push him to the back line soon. He had nearly 30 touches, didn't I? I thought he played well. 27, 10 inside 56 clangers, I guess. Maybe lacking on the tackles and marks there, but anyway. And Rosie was a pretty solid inclusion. Started the game really well. Fraser getting nearly 80 is really crucial for the cash gen. As you can see, I put the VC on Gawn, and I suppose the three I was really thinking about. Well, the four was Dacos, Gawn, Heaney, and Flanders. And I guess in the end, none of them really delivered well. I picked the second worst of the four and the two worst of the four as my options, but that's okay. It is frustrating when you miss the captaincy, but it is what it is. Zorko really good. Rankin had a stellar first half. I think Fisher might have got subbed off, but still scored okay. And Jackson, he's just, I don't know. I'd really like to get an F7 so I can sort of loophole Jackson if I need. Not have that pressure to put him in there because he's really hit and miss with Darcy as the main ruck. And I thought Tholstrop really cracked in really nicely. I actually liked the look of him. So, rough plan. I was mapping this out the other day. This is sort of what I was thinking. Sarong went down a little bit. Didn't score super well. So that won't make a stack of sense to you guys. But basically, Sarong I really want to get. And he's probably got a little bit more. Clark's break even's probably 50 plus now, 61. So he's probably got to go. Yeah. So basically, I'd really like. It's good to see Miller bounce back too. I should acknowledge that as well. I'd really love to have Rosie on the bench or have the option. So basically, trade. I've lost my train of thought here. Like Martin will eventually go back, and McKercher will be like the cover for the back line. Lawson Humphries looked really good for the Cats as well, but I think the downgrades it's going to be a bit difficult to do. Like I'm thinking, it could be Clark to Humphries at some point. I'm going to have to map it out, but basically I want to bring in Sarong, and for an M9, I feel like Matty Rowell he's a bit out of touch, but I think he's drifting into some good areas. Not sure if it's updated. So I think that is updated. So he's under 500k and a reasonably high break even still, and he'll be better than this. And Chad Warner as well should be considered. So he's 5'10 and probably break even around 140, 131. So yeah, they're out of form, but I think it's worth considering. And in the forward line, I've got no idea. So if you've got any ideas who I should sort of fill that forward line out with, I'd love to hear them. We had a few good league wins. That fucking hurts losing by 6 points in the Cash League. I was up for the most part, so that hurts. But otherwise, we got the dub on most, which was good. Couple of tight losses there. Dimmer's got me covered. A close win there over Kobe. Big score there from Ben. Nicely played there, mate. Got done there in a relatively close one. So yeah, some good encounters here. Got a close dub over Shankar and a very close one over Cooper. 3 points in Shorty Supercoach 10. So some good battles. But yeah, I'm going to wind it up there. I'm going to plan out some trades, watch the first crack. We're on holiday, so that's beautiful, mate. I can really stay up tonight. But yeah, I need to have a look through this forward line, see what we can find. I'll talk to you later. Cheers.